I know you're gonna hate this because we're drawing something from like 2016 or whatever to back in the 90s, maybe even 80s. I know you're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So remember that picture? Well, you should. And that picture's from the evolution theory. But now, if you look here, what's that? Right there. That looks an awful, like the orange thing, looks an awful lot like an inkling. Or at least the first evolution of an inkling. What? So here's the theory. And I mean, it makes sense, right? That, you know, that these guys are inklings. And let's just, Space Invaders doesn't really have a timeline or anything, but let's just say that Space Invaders is made, like, takes place before humanity in space, so that, you know, that's being taken on by the gods, so that humanity can be a thing. But let's just say that that's good and everything. And that maybe the little yellow orange ships are inklings. And the inklings were the enemies. And that would explain why they look so evil in the first two development pictures of it. And then they would start to evolve and adapt and start to look better, start to be friendlier. And that would explain why there's no human in Splatoon. There's human-like looking buildings, but no humans. Because humans aren't there yet. And the squids. Yeah, that's right. The squids are the ones that built it.
You sure, mate?
And that would all make sense. And then during that so infamous Inkling versus Octoling war, where the Inklings won just because the Octolings are so stupid that they unplugged their mega weapon, and you be laughing? So that's literally what the Wikipedia page says. And that's why that Splatoon 2 is a war. It's because Splatoon 2, when the Octolings are a bit more into society, I guess.
Wait.
With the Octoling person on the TV show.
What if Splatoon 2 was a prequel?
Prequel or sequel? No, but it's gotta be a sequel.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you see...
Spoiler alert, but,
it's a sequel.
the two Squid sisters, they get replaced.
Which would...
And you're Agent 4 in the game.
Wait a minute. Does that mean Agent 3? Whatever, that's for another theory. Anyway. So, and then they became more friendly towards each other and those gods that I presume trying to kill them.
Yo, guys, download either Trap Adventure 1 or 2 and just try to beat it. It's rage-inducing.
Anyway, and then they started to become more friendly towards each other. Then there's the war. And then it's what the Octolings and the Inklings. And then after, again, the war page says 1,000 years. Well, the war page says that the war was 1,000 years. And then ended when the Octolings unplugged their mega weapon, because they're that stupid. And then the events of Splatoon 1 happened. I think we'd probably give it about a 6-month gap in between the two games.
Hang on, what if there's a Splatoon 3 that is a prequel? What if there's a Splatoon 3 coming out?
I mean, there is a Pokemon
What if it would take place as a prequel? Then we'll get to see the real fight. Like, literally.
John. And I know I'm not the one to be making guesses, but I'm saying that there's probably, since it doesn't look like too much has happened between Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, besides the fact that there's a new Salmon Run shop thing run by a bear statue. Don't know where that was coming from.
Is there one exit in yours?
And then there's all of those other things that, you know, just everything makes sense. Flex on the camera. Like, everything makes sense, but 6-month gap, nothing really happened besides one shop opening up. And presumably Agent 3's death. So that's all for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. It was a bit of a weird one, saying that Space Invaders is in the Splatoon timeline, but you know. It's not the worst, right? It's not like I'm predicting Dark Souls 4 or anything stupid like that. Right?
And then next thing you know, we make a video on predicting Dark Souls 4.
Or maybe predicting Splatoon 3. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Or maybe trying to come up with the plot of Pokemon Star.
Or a Space Invaders 2.
Yeah,
we could just go on forever.
We already have Space Invaders 2 in recording right now.
Oh yeah.
Splatoon.
Space Invaders 4.
Okay, well,
Because like basically they're the same games but created by the same company.
Nintendo. Woohoo!
And even though Splatoon 1 and 2 are different, are named differently, they're basically all the same games.
Well, bye guys.